Hey y'all, it's Kelly from J&KPotter. You guys may wonder, where do I store all of those jars of dried herbs? Well, here, let me show you. I have this old-timey sink. It's probably been here since the house was here. This is metal and porcelain. It's got some chips on it, as you've seen. But I store in the cabinet. And I need to see how these things are doing. I put this in here a while back. It had some eyes on it, so I just put it in this bowl, stuck a hole in it. See that little hole? So I need to open that. I haven't opened that since I put it in there. And just in case my children are watching, you guys, this is SCOBY. Okay? Look it up. See how good it is and what all you can do with SCOBY. I do need to do something else with that SCOBY. But as you can see back there, it's really dark. And so that's where I'm going to keep all of my herbs. Now, from the other day, you might be wondering, well, what does she do with the lemon and the oranges and even the apple slices? Well, you guys, those are great to go in teas, and you can actually string some yarn into them, hang them up, and it will make your air smell good. It's just like a quick refresher. So not only will it help your house to smell good, you can also put it in your teas. Now the apple slices, those are just really good just to nibble on. Break a piece off, put it in your mouth, and just kind of eat it, kind of like a hard candy. It's very good. I like it. Would you guys like to see me open that Yukon potato start container? I'm a little scared. I think I'll smell it. It doesn't smell rotten. Okay, here we go. Man, I hope there isn't any spiders in there. You don't think spiders got in that little hole in that dark, cool cabinet, do you? Okay, now I've got myself freaked out. I'm not sure I'm gonna open it. I'm gonna open on your side first. I'm such a chicken when it comes to spiders. Just do not like spiders. This is as bad as that hole out there in my carrot garden. It's keeping me out of my carrots because I'm just not sure what's hiding in that hole. So, and I've heard that spiders burrow down inside the earth and make little houses down there to yeah, to have all the little babies and, you know, snakes. And we do have a creepy little lizard, but I don't get too excited about him. I think he's okay, but yeah, okay. Stop being a chicken. Stop being a chicken. Stop being a chicken. Okay. Yay! Look at that, you guys. I got all kinds of eyes. Well, hot dog. I hope that you guys can see that. So I wonder if I get them in the ground now, if they would have time to actually produce some potatoes. Maybe I could put them in a container, and then that way when I get my little greenhouse, I can put it in that and maybe grow a container potatoes for the remainder of the time that it takes for them to grow. Oh, I'm so glad it looks like this and not a spider. Okay guys, stay with me because I am going to dry some kale that I bought a week ago. So I either need to use it or get it in the dehydrator. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to get it in the dehydrator. And in the meantime, I'm going to put this, I'm going to put it back where I got it, which was in this other cabinet. And yeah, it'll be just fine. All right, let's get some of this kale in the dehydrator. I'm going to cut the stem out of it. Just run it right down the stem on both sides. Just stick it on the tray. It's so hot today, or I would make some kale chips. Kale chips are very good. So, and you can save the stems, put them in a bag and put them in the freezer, and make some vegetable stock. I'm going to try to can some of that later on. Never done that before either. Alright, so I'm going to get the rest of this put on the trays, and then I also am going to, I have a few red peppers that I'm going to put on there as well, and some tomatoes. Those are supposed to be really good for snacks when you cut them in half and dehydrate them, so I'm going to try that as well. I've got the starting of a nice little lunch here, just by some of the pieces that have fell off and some that I've left on the stem. So isn't that cute? Thank you, Jesus, for my food. Now in about 12 to 14 hours, I'll let you see how the dehydrator's looking. I check it after 8 hours, but sometimes it can go all the way up to 14 hours, depending on the humidity. But for you, it's gonna be just like that. Y'all, so it's been 4 hours, so I wanna take a look at all the trays and see how they're doing. I always like to check about midway through, just to make sure that everything is going like I planned. Yep, they're about halfway done. Ooh, nice and crispy. Okay, y'all, so my kale is done. So I'm going to consolidate some of the trays and get these peppers onto the top one. And I'll be right back. But you know what? This kale has such good taste. And crunch. Can you hear it? Mmm. I just love kale chips. But I'll tell you what, if you've not made kale chips before, do it in a dehydrator, because it takes less of your time, even though it takes a lot longer. It took 4 hours in the dehydrator. Now when I do it in the oven, that's when I go ahead and put my oil on it and my seasoning. I set the oven for 225 degrees, but then I'm in here turning them every 10 minutes. So I have to watch it the whole time until it gets to the crispness that I want it, which is dry. So if the dehydrator will work with the oil and the herbs on it, that's the way to go. Give it a try, guys. Kale chips. I'm going to get close and let you hear the crunch. Go out and enjoy life. Pretty. Okay, it's been 8 hours, so let's check and see what's going on with our peppers and our tomatoes. Those are pretty tasty. I know it's dark in here. There's just a pop of that sweetness that you get from the tomato. They're not completely dry. That would make a real nice snack for a couple of days though. My red peppers are completely dry. All right.